are facing what you may call the pylon or the facade. And Isis, the mistress of this island, the main deity, can be seen flanking the main entrance to the right and to the left in the form of a woman. And the woman is wearing a crown behind us with Hathor, two horns, and disc in the middle. And she hails the action of the pharaoh. We see her in a complete figure on the right, while we see her figure on the left have been chiseled away. Way on the left-hand side, we see the king. And the king here is one of the Ptolemies, assuming, all the guise of the pharaohs, and he's doing the very same act of the pharaohs before him, like Ramesses and Thutmoses and others. All of them, they punish the enemies. The exterior of these temples is to show the might of the pharaoh, to show the king in war. The interior has to deal with rather peaceful issues or religious issues. So they would show him, raising his hand with a mace. That mace was a kind of a knife, a kind of a blade. Attached to it is a counterweight, while he is holding the enemies by the hair. Maybe you can't see the enemies because they are done in a very shallow. The gods, the kings, are done in a deep carving, while the enemies are done in a shallow carving. That was a way to humiliate them. But actually, when we get closer, you'll see hands asking mercy, side of the pharaoh, side of the goddess. But it seems that the goddess, she is happy about it. She hands him the sword of victory. Way up there on the left, we see the same king in presence of God Osiris. The first seated figure is Osiris. Behind Osiris, we see Isis. Again, we see him standing and making offering in presence of Isis. And behind Isis, we see Horus, the falcon-headed god. Horus, her son, and the son of Osiris. Here, the ancient believed in real old times that it's so hard to trace that life started. And in order to understand that, we need to know the story, how they imagined the world was created. It goes that way. It goes that they believe that there is a sole creator, a mighty God that created himself, brought himself into being. Sometimes this God is represented in the sun. Sometimes it is Ra. Some other times it is Atum. And this God brought himself into being and then decided to bring into being two elements, two children of his. One element is God Shu, the god of air, and the girl, which is the god Tefnut, the goddess of moisture. That's his first two creations, air and moisture, a boy and a girl. And the boy and the girl, they marry. And then they produce two deities, the sky goddess Nut and the earth god Geb, a girl and a boy, brothers and sisters. And the sky goddess marries earth god, and they produce four human-like children, still gods, but they are human-like in many ways. The very first four to inhabit earth, that was Isis, the mistress of this island, a girl, another girl, Nephthys, and then two boys. One of them is famous Osiris, and the other one is Set. Osiris was the good god, god of civilization, agriculture, reading and writing. Set was the god of evil, the god of the storms, the god of the demons, the god of the bad magic and black magic. We see that they lived happily for a little while, but because of the bad nature of this Set, trouble starts. Here we're talking about two girls, Isis and Nephthys. We're talking about two boys, Osiris and Set.